Hey everyone, and welcome to Pulsecast USA, the show where we track the pulse of modern life. I'm your host, Alina. Have you ever had that feeling? You're walking out the door, maybe you're halfway to the car or the bus stop, and you pat your pocket or your purse, and it's not there. Your phone. For a split second, your heart drops, your mind races. Where is it? Did I leave it at the restaurant? What if someone tries to call me? How will I navigate? What will I do on the bus? That sudden jolt of anxiety, that mini panic attack, it's a feeling most of us know intimately. But what if that feeling isn't just a momentary inconvenience? What if it's a sign of something deeper? Today, we're talking about a condition that experts are warning is becoming a silent epidemic. It's called nomophobia, and the statistics about it are absolutely staggering. Stick with us for the next 35 minutes as we uncover what it is, if you have it, and what you can do about it. So let's break it down. Nomophobia. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but the name is actually a clever portmanteau. No mobile phone phobia. It's clinically defined as the intense fear or anxiety caused by being without a mobile phone or beyond cellular coverage. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Anxiety? Isn't that a bit dramatic? It's just a phone. And 20 years ago, you would have been right. A phone was a tool. It was for calling people, maybe sending a text with T9 predictive text that took forever. But think about your phone right now. It's your map, your wallet, your camera, your music player, your social hub, your work portal, your news source, your alarm clock, and your connection to family across the globe. The article we're drawing from today puts it perfectly. Smartphones are no longer just tools for communication, but a fundamental necessity for work, family connections, personal safety, and social interaction. When a single device becomes that central to our existence, being separated from it isn't just an inconvenience, it's like losing a part of your brain. Health professionals are now cautioning that the distress we feel when we're separated from our phones isn't just a bad habit, it can be a serious psychological issue. It's the dependency, the constant connection, the feeling that we are incomplete without it that defines nomophobia. It's the modern-day security blanket, and when it's gone, we feel exposed, vulnerable, and genuinely afraid. Okay, so it feels real, but is it really that big of a deal? Let's talk numbers. Are you ready for this? A study published in the International Journal of Research Studies in Education found that in the United States alone, nearly 94% of mobile phone users experience some level of nomophobia. 94%. Let that sink in. That means if you're in a room with 100 people, only 6 of them are walking around without some level of anxiety about their phone. That's not a small problem. That's a societal norm. This isn't about a handful of people with extreme issues. This is about the vast majority of us being impacted. And while that research focused on the US, this is not just an American phenomenon. Psychologists in the Middle East, particularly in the United Arab Emirates, say the effects are rapidly emerging there as well. This makes sense, right? Smartphone penetration is a global phenomenon. From Tokyo to Dubai to Sao Paulo, the smartphone has become the universal remote for life. The fact that this is so widespread is what makes it so concerning. When a behavior is this common, we stop seeing it as strange. We start seeing it as normal. Oh, everyone checks their phone first thing in the morning. Of course I get anxious if my battery is low. Doesn't everyone sleep with their phone on their nightstand? We normalize the symptoms, which makes the root problem harder to spot. This 94% statistic is a wake-up call, telling us that what we perceive as normal might actually be a widespread state of chronic, low-grade anxiety. So how do you know if your normal is actually nomophobia? This is where it gets tricky, because as the experts point out, many people don't even realize they're experiencing it. They don't walk into a therapist's office and say, "Doctor, I'm terrified of being without my iPhone." Instead, the issue manifests through what doctors call subtle and silent symptoms. Let's walk through some of them, see if any of these sound familiar. First up, sleep disturbances. Do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you wake up in the middle of the night and instinctively reach for your phone? The blue light from screens is known to disrupt melatonin production, the hormone that controls sleep. But it's not just the light, it's the mental stimulation. You're checking one last email, scrolling through one more social media feed, and your brain, which should be powering down, is now wide awake. Next, irritability and anxiety. Think about how you feel when you can't find your phone, or the Wi-Fi is down, or you have no service. Do you get snappy? Do you feel a knot of tension in your stomach? That's a classic sign. Your phone has become a coping mechanism, a source of comfort and distraction. When it's gone, the underlying anxiety it was masking comes rushing to the surface. Then there's lack of concentration. In a world of constant notifications, our ability to focus on a single task for a prolonged period is eroding. We get a buzz, a ding, a vibration, and our attention is fractured. Even when the phone is just sitting nearby, studies show that our cognitive performance can suffer because a part of our brain is actively working to not pick it up. And finally, mental stress. This is the cumulative effect of all the above. It's the constant low-level hum of, I need to check this, I might be missing something, I should respond to that. It's exhausting. The warning signs that it's becoming a serious concern are even more stark. Experts say you should be concerned if being without a phone leads to constant anxiety, strained relationships, or negative impacts on your education or work. If you've repeatedly tried to reduce your usage and failed, if you feel an emotional distance from family members because you're always on your device, or if it's causing increased conflicts at home, it's time to take a hard look in the mirror. So far, we've talked a lot about the mental and emotional side of nomophobia, but it can also have very real physical symptoms. This is where the phobia part of the name really hits home. When some people are separated from their phones, they experience genuine panic attacks. This can include a rapid heartbeat, sweating, trembling, and irregular breathing. These aren't just feelings, they are measurable physiological responses. Your body is entering a state of fight or flight, triggered by the absence of a device. Think about how powerful that is. An inanimate object has so much control over our nervous system that its absence can trigger a full-blown physical crisis. But what's the core of all this? Experts emphasize that the problem isn't simply heavy phone use. You can use your phone a lot for work and be fine. The core problem is a lack of balance and self-control. It's when your relationship with the device becomes compulsive, when you need it rather than just use it. The phone is a tool, an incredibly powerful, useful tool. But when the tool starts using you, when it dictates your mood, your sleep, your relationships, your peace of mind, that's when the balance is lost. It's not about demonizing technology, it's about empowering ourselves to be its master, not its servant. Okay, deep breath. If you're listening to this and recognizing yourself in these symptoms, don't panic. The good news is that experts suggest gradual, practical changes can be incredibly effective. This isn't about going cold turkey and moving to a cabin in the woods. It's about small, intentional steps to reclaim your balance. Here are a few tips. Create a phone-free zone. The number one piece of advice from almost every expert: keep the phone out of the bedroom at night. Buy a real alarm clock. Let your bedroom be a sanctuary for sleep and intimacy, not a hub for late-night scrolling and work emails. This one change can dramatically improve your sleep quality. Gradually increase screen-free time. Start small. Try leaving your phone in your bag while you grab coffee. Go for a 15-minute walk without it. Have dinner with a friend and agree to put phones away for the whole meal. Slowly build up your tolerance for being disconnected. Tame the notifications. Go into your settings right now. Turn off all non-essential notifications. You don't need a buzz for every like, every email, every news update. Be the boss of your phone, not the other way around. Check it on your own terms. Although nomophobia hasn't yet been officially classified as a mental disorder in the main diagnostic manuals, screening for it is becoming more common in clinical settings, which shows the medical community is taking it seriously. The goal here isn't to abandon our phones, it's to build a healthier, more conscious relationship with them. It's about ensuring that this incredible tool serves our life, rather than consuming it. So, the next time you feel that little pang of anxiety about your phone, take a moment. Ask yourself, is this serving me or is this controlling me? That small moment of awareness is the first, most powerful step toward taking back control. That's all the time we have for today on Pulsecast USA. I'm Alina. If this episode resonated with you, we'd love it if you'd share it with a friend who might need to hear it. And please head down to the comments and let us know, what's one small change you're going to make to find a better digital balance? Let's start a conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for listening. Stay curious, stay balanced, and we'll talk next time.